Business FM, your daily guide to the markets, money, and more.
It's the morning drive at Mira Business FM. I'm Tim Elliott, and next up, let me just paint a picture for you. You are heading into the office. Maybe you've got a meeting in a gated community later on, or you're maybe dropping the kids at a friend's house, a friend's villa. We all know the drill. The windows goes down, the Emirates ID comes out, the security guard writes down your phone number, takes your vital statistics and an option on your firstborn child, and then lets you through the barrier. Now, our next guest is trying to delete that entire process. He's one of the minds behind a platform that will be known as MyGatePass, which is perhaps about to become your new best friend at security barriers across the Emirates. That's the hope. Yahya Kabbara is the COO. It's good to have you here.
Thank you very much, Tim.
Good, very
Pleasure
nice
to
to
be here.
see you.
Thank you.
So I should be absolutely transparent and come clean. We know each other. We actually met. When did you move into where you are now?
February this year?
February, like, it's
2025,
It's nearly 12 months. Okay, so when you came to see where you live now, you were looking for a parking space, and there was a parking space right outside where I live. We live opposite one another, is the point now. And you looked up, you got out of the car with your wife, and you looked up, and I was drinking a cup of coffee, I can't remember, just enjoying the day because it was sunny and everything else, and kind of said, hi, can we park here? I'm like, yeah, are you going to look? And that's how we know each other.
100%.
We'd never really spoken because it's the other side of the street until I came back last week, and I'm parking my car, got out, and you were moving stuff from one car to another, weren't you?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, and it's a bit of a long, convoluted story, this, but we'll get there in the end. So you came up and said, hi, we've never been properly introduced, so that's how we know each other.
Exactly.
I say to you, what do you do? All the usual questions.
Exactly,
And you're
the
doing
Dubai questions.
The Dubai questions, exactly. And that's why you're here. But I think, genuinely, we got talking. This is a really interesting story because so many people go through this. Well, this is an issue. We've all been there. We've been stuck in the queue at the security gate. Someone manually types in our details. It's, to be honest, a little bit tedious, and I'm guessing this is where it comes from. So let me ask you this to start with. Yahya, what was the light bulb moment that made you guys say, look, I'm going to fix this. I'm going to digitize this.
Right. Well, it was, to be honest, it's Adil Bahush. He's our founder and CTO. Okay. His background is more into tech and building solutions and so on. He has a knack for efficiency. He hates it when he sees things that's not working properly. Right. And he had moved to the UAE a few times before COVID, and then he moved back again after COVID. Okay. And every time he used to queue up, he's like, there must be a smarter way. There must be a smarter way. And then he's like, you know what? I'm going to fix this. And he put his fixer hat on, and he started thinking of solutions. And then what he realized was current systems today in the market, each one is working on its own. So the systems today that even you have a digital system, what it did, it digitized the pen and paper, but did not solve the real problem of queuing up. Right? Yeah. So how do you transfer the information from one party to another safely if you don't have if the world systems don't speak the same language?
They don't talk to each other, do they?
Exactly. So think of it like a credit card. Imagine you need to have a different credit card for every store. And they don't, so, you imagine that. So you need one for Lulu, one for Carrefour, one for, I don't know what other brand.
That's not a good world to live in.
Exactly. So this is what MyGatePass is all about. We created that visitor network on top to allow different systems to tap in to allow them to read our database. Right. So whenever a person pulls in, they are able to present a QR code, allowing them to safely enter. But we can discuss this more in details when we go to how it works.
We'll get to some of the tech details there. I'm just wondering, before anything else, actually, really, what's your background? Are you always a tech guy?
I'm actually a data and marketing background. Right. So I'm more into that space. So what happened was after Adil came up with the idea, through a common friend, we got introduced and we started giving back ideas back and forth amongst each other. How can we use the data? How can we make sure the data is safe? How can we make sure that we're compliant with the regulations? What can we do about it? How can we present it in a proper light to the people? And this is where I came in and chimed into this process. So he's the technical, CTO, and I'm more on the commercial or marketing side of the business.
Okay, so this is an idea that will hopefully streamline urban living, urban movement in a way. So no more need for physical ID exchanges, repetitive data entry, so seamless access, hopefully. It's kind of frustrating. How has the idea been received with, I guess, with the communities, first of all?
Right.
Was it an immediate green light? Was it like, this is going to make people's lives better, less frustration, less phone calls to us?
Exactly.
They're off our backs.
It's very interesting, this question, because every person sees things based on their perspective and how it helps them in their day-to-day, right?
Yeah.
So when I go talk to a facility manager or a building manager on their level, they're like, so basically you're another visitor management system. I'll be like, yes, plus.
But kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't have to change your system. I can allow your system to be smarter, tapping into my database of visitors.
Yeah.
So that visitor, whenever he comes in, right, he can get in smoother and faster, and you have less frustration in the lobby.
Yeah.
Some people, believe it or not, they're like, I don't care, they can wait. But when I go talk to the C-level,
You got my
exactly.
backup.
So when I go talk to a C-level person or mid to high level and within those companies, they be like, this is very good. This is something that we want to have.
Yeah.
It's not only about the easiness or the efficiency that we are able to create in the lobby, but also the data that we're able to provide for those management on top, understanding who is coming to their building properly, their backgrounds, when is the bottleneck happening, what can we do about it, and AI analyzing all this data on the go. They don't have to wait for weeks on time until they get some manual reports telling them what's happening, when, and where.
It's real time, isn't it?
It's real-time data. They are able to pull up this information on the spot and make decisions based on proper data, and not just like, oh, what did the guy say at the lobby, right? With all due respect to everyone, but you know what I mean. Like a lot of the times we'll be like, what's happening there? Oh, let me ask this guy. And then he calls up and the guy doesn't have a system. He's like, yeah, maybe last night at 3 p.m. this happened. Whatever. So you never have a proper data-backed answer.
I mean, those are real scenarios, obviously.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what's happening. The other side of this is, in lots of the communities, you need access to, obviously, residents, and you need access to, I don't know, the water delivery company. You need access to 100%. Supermarkets, to the delivery drivers, but you need to know who these people are. Privacy is a big thing. We're handing over IDs at a gate now. We don't really know who sees that data, takes that data down, keeps the phone numbers, for example. So how would MyGatePass protect user privacy differently? Or how does that work?
Perfect. So exactly like you mentioned, and this is, I'm going to answer part of your question with another question.
Okay.
So you answered it. You questioned it right. How do we know today where our data is ending up? Who is owning this data?
I'm in a blue book at loads of communities over the years, dropping kids with families. I don't know who's got my number.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you end up receiving random phone calls selling you random stuff. Like, how do you get my number?
I had a picture from somebody in Tanzania the other day offering services I did not want any part of.
Exactly.
But these things happen, don't they?
So basically what your question is that what are we replacing that current inefficiency and loss, or the data not being utilized, or the safe use of data today that we currently have with MyGatePass? So first of all, MyGatePass, at least now we know from a company perspective, and at the same time for you know who holds your data.
Yes.
You are able from the app, from MyGatePass app, to can view your history, and you are able to see where you've been through what.
Okay.
So that's one.
Good.
You are able to delete your account because we are GDPR compliant, and we are something called ISO 27001, which is procedures and regulations around data privacy and how we manage this data. So GDPR is like the European General Protection Data
That's the
laws.
EU directive.
Yeah, the EU, 100%.
Yeah.
And this is like the most stringent law around the globe.
Yep.
The PDPL, which is the local laws of the UAE around privacy, is also taken from, or somehow very similar, let's put it this way, to the GDPR. And we also, by default, when we follow GDPR, we are following the local PDPL. the local laws. It's called PDPL.
I'm with you. Okay.
So
okay.
that means all of the data that we have, that we collect, will be stored for the UAE, will be stored in the UAE, and we're following the procedures to make sure everyone's data is properly secure and available.
Okay.
In the event a client or a building wants to collect this data, there's another story altogether. We haven't got to that level yet in our startup journey, but we thought of it, and then we have some kind of solutions to it, and we will only do it if someone is also GDPR compliant and they have their own regulations in place.
Okay, so that's kind of the compliance chain, I suppose.
Right.
Let's look at the user experience. If I'm visiting a friend in a gated community in a compound,
Right.
and they, MyGatePass is the way we visit one another. What does that look like for me in my phone, and how does it work? Do I just hold the app up and they scan it? Is that?
That's it. You
Simple
just
as that.
scroll up, and then they ask you
Okay.
MyGatePass. You open up a new QR code. So the QR code is dynamic.
Yeah.
It generates every certain seconds.
Okay.
So you cannot screenshot as well. You cannot send it to someone. So it's very specific and secure to every person details.
That was my next question.
Here you go. I'm jumping
So you
in.
got there.
So and if you don't have MyGatePass, when you
Right.
download the app, you can register. We've done integration with UAE Pass.
Okay, interesting. Right.
So you are, if you're a resident and you are using UAE Pass, you
Yeah.
are able to register through UAE Pass. So the entire journey from downloading to having a QR code is around 30 to 40 seconds, all in all. And then once you have the QR code, the gatekeeper at the gate, if they are using MyGatePass visitor management tool, they are able to scan a QR code on the spot.
Okay. All right then.
We have discussions as well to say that some properties, they want to allow access control integration. So when you use your plastic cards to open your gym or to go to whatever,
Yep.
some properties, they want to delete all of that. They want to rely purely on our dynamic QR codes because you cannot copy that.
That's an issue in lots of communities. People cloning access cards, coming in, using the gym, using the pool.
Yeah, that's
maybe
also
more
in
nefarious
cloning.
activities.
But when you go out for a walk, for example, and you want to go, you want to go to the gym, and then you find you don't have your card with you to open the gym as well.
Yeah,
But you always have your phone on you.
Yeah, you absolutely do. Okay, so less queuing, less time trying to find your ID. As long as you get your phone, and we all do.
Less plastic cards as well to hold.
Yeah, that's another point. So I can't see a downfall at the moment for the property managers and the security guys, because they get the brunt of this, the security guys, from people coming in. The guys the other side of the gate. How's this going to change their workflow? What's the impact going to be on their day as you see it?
So from a company, from a client, an end user, we call it in our sense, they are the ones using our system, right? First things is that the USP, or the unique selling point for MyGatePass, is our visitor network. So we are building this network that's open to all. What does that mean? That means today I'm working with one of the top delivery companies in the country and the region, onboarding their drivers on MyGatePass. So whenever they visit a MyGatePass building or community, they don't have to queue up like the rest of the drivers. Yeah, they have a speed pass where they just scan and off they go.
Right.
And you see the rest of the drivers just waiting in line, trying to get a hold of the security guard to write their names and details.
Oh, that's the frustration of this, because I get stuck behind, as you probably do as well.
Everyone does, right?
Yeah, we all
But
do.
then, so the idea in here is, so now these properties have seen with this POC that how can we do it? If we can do it for one company, imagine we're able to do it for literally everyone else that's coming through their gate. So now they're seeing an efficiency on that point. And that doesn't mean that we have to replace your existing systems. And this was the main concern over that POC I'm talking about.
Oh, I was going to ask that.
Yeah.
What's the impact on the investment that has to be made in the existing tech?
So that's the beauty of it. So this is why we're saying that we have the Vista network and then we have a tool. So in case you already have invested on a solution available today, we can allow your existing solutions and systems to read our QR codes.
Right.
And then if you don't have a system, but you need to digitize and make use of this Vista network, we have a tool for you that is quick and easy to deploy. It takes half an hour to be live. And you can use it on any device, on a mobile or tablet, connected to the internet, and off you go. So it's pretty straightforward and easy. And then on the management level so you have the lobby level, right? The gatekeeper level. So they are able to easily access it anyway based on their location of the signs. You can allow, and they automatically will see the configuration set by the upper management. So the upper management will have all of their buildings, all of the gates, and they can change configurations or requirements based on every building. So either school, who am I looking into? What kind of visitor type is coming in?
Yeah.
Versus a commercial building, what are the, so the different set of audience.
I mean, you've kind of pointed towards this with what you just said there. You're starting with gated compounds. It's the natural place to start, but the potential feels so much bigger for something like this. So commercial offices, you mentioned schools there, offices, even, I guess, government facilities. So if you had an appointment, I don't know, you're getting a new driving license appointment, door, in you go. There's a real control, but a natural flow to the control of the people that access the queues in the system. Because, queues are tedious things at the best of times.
True. I mean, we are currently live in commercial offices. We are live in residential buildings. We are live in industrial parks. We are live. We had a POC in a school at some point. It was successful, but the schools, they have a time, financial, whatever. Their fiscal year is different, the budgeting and so on.
Yep.
And then now we're onboarding as well construction sites and hotels.
Okay.
Which is going to happen next week, or actually tomorrow we have a kickoff meeting. So we are already trying to create value per vertical as we move forward, because the requirements per vertical change massively. And then this is exactly what we do. So for example, in the commercial offices, one building or one client, he asks for an Outlook integration. So whenever he receives people in, he sends them an Outlook invite. The gatekeeper down automatically knows that this person is expected to meet this employee at this time.
Right.
Less friction, and he knows these many people are coming in.
Yeah. How easy was that to integrate?
I mean, we have a good team.
I was going to say, because I don't know, I have issues with lots of tech, maybe it's probably me, but okay. So integration is the key here, isn't it, for you?
So today, so 2025 was more of the POC year for us. We wanted to prove ourselves in certain verticals, and then thankfully we were able to succeed in all of them. Now in 2026, this is the year where we're actually growing. We still have a lot of more features in our pipeline, a lot of things we need to do, a lot of more integrations we need to go through, access control, fire systems, whatever it is. But this is where we want to go, okay, now we're ready, we've proven ourselves, let's go make your life easier and the life of your visitors easier as well.
Okay, how are you guys going to drive revenue from this? Is it a subscription model? How does it?
So it's a subscription model, as you mentioned, and this is another bottleneck. So most systems, similar systems, the visitor management system too, are perpetual.
You don't like
nothing's
bottlenecks,
perpetual
do
in
you?
this life. Now you have your diet, you get your food on a subscription base. Like it doesn't make sense, right? So the whole world is shifting towards that. However, the idea of our network, right, the visitor network database is constantly changing and getting bigger and smaller. Right? With that being said, this is what your SaaS subscription is for, and plus the added features and the requirements or any support that you require for our tool, if you get the tool. So this is the two different line streams basically.
Okay. Final question for you. We're nearly out of time, and it's the what's next question really. Where else do you think this technology might be applied? What are you considering widening this kind of, because this is proprietary technology, isn't it, that you guys are putting together? If you can tell me what you're thinking
Definitely.
about. But what other things are you considering?
Totally fine. So literally any place that you require to hand over your personal details, this is where we want to be. So we want to be the national shared database of visitor access.
Okay.
Right? So we want to make access easy, safe, and smart for everyone everywhere, and this is our mission. So when you think of that...
So it's another UAE Pass. I mean, it fits well with UAE Pass, just in the name, but it's another UAE Pass offering, really. It should be,
in a way.
It should be a standard. Is that where you're kind of heading to?
In a way, yes. So think of it when you go to the hospital or clinic today, you still have to queue up in line. And then they will take your ID and they put it in the chip and then this whatever, right? So imagine you have a screen where you are able to scan your own QR code and automatically everything happens on the go, and you don't have to wait and queue up in line, and you just walk into your doctor's appointment.
You did that to me the other day when we exchanged numbers.
See that?
Just scan my QR code. I was very impressed.
Here you go.
Who does this guy think he is? I'm
used to looking up to you because you live there.
I know, because I'm always on the balcony. Well, look, I've been really pleased to have you here. It's nice to see you. Here's to an end to manual ID checks, I guess. Yahya Kabbara, founder of, one of the founders, the people behind MyGatePass. Thanks for coming in, Yahya.
Thank you very much, Tim. Happy to be here, and hope someone can reach out from us after this.
Appreciate it. It's the Morning Drive. This is Mira Business FM. A like, a subscribe, always appreciated. Wherever you join us from, get in touch. Let us know what you think, and you can listen again if you would like to. Find us where you get your podcasts. Just search Mira Business FM.